Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. How is your morning? How is your morning? How is your morning? Today is another beautiful day, another blessed day, all right? Woke up feeling fresh. And trust me, we're going to be winning today. We have 4 odds in this video. We have 2.4 odds in this video. We have 2.3 odds in this video. And once again, we have the precious, magnificent women playing once again. And once again, 1xBet does not have the option of both teams to score. The only option that 1xBet has is both teams to score 2 or more goals. And so once again, we will be using Sportybet for that very selection. And once again, Sportybet is going to give us an odd of 1.75 on that very market, YouTube. However, but today we're going to ride with over 2.5 in the women game. I have a feeling, let us ride with over 2.5. It's England women. I'm relying on them to be in a position to deliver a majority of the goals. The other team, it's England women versus who? Let me confirm that. I'm in it, baby. England women versus Sweden women. I'm relying on England women to deliver a majority of the goals. All right? Right? Now, before I share you the predictions for today, we have 4.6 odds in our first bet slip. If you are watching me for the very first time, I welcome you to the Must Better YouTube channel. You need to be here because as we prepare for the return of the 2025-2026 football season, I promise you, you don't want to miss any single bit of these. I'll be dropping so much content, so much value, so much preparation for you, so that when the league finally resumes, you will be winning back-to-back, cashing out back-to-back, and celebrating, rejoicing, daydreaming, dreaming at night, except for nightmares. You will be having beautiful dreams of the Must Better YouTube channel. So subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video. Unfortunately, yesterday wasn't a good day. We had 3 betting slips losing. All our slips that were shared on YouTube lost, unfortunately. And I know there were reasons for those games losing. If we start giving excuses, we had Jipo versus Ekanas. Jipo was leading by a scoreline of 2-1. And then unfortunately, they lost by a scoreline of 3-2. Then we had the other game, Fredrik Strad. What was the match? What was the match? Let me confirm it. There was another game in first bet slip, leading by a scoreline of 0-1. Game ended 2-1 full time. And then unfortunately, one game where we had Malmo. Is it Bodo or Malmo? I think it was Bodo. Another game where we had Bodo. Let me go to SofaScore. Look at them. It was Bodo. Bodo decided to lose by a scoreline of 0-1. We bet on Bodo versus Fredrik Strad to deliver over 2.5. And I remember we had another additional selection where I was telling you these 3 selections are very good. Consider them. Only one of them won. The other one was a 2-2 draw. The other one never won. The other 2 never won. Anyway, that is not going to discourage me. Trust me. It's not going to discourage me. Today is another day. And as the football teams have their friendlies, this is our time to have the friendlies with the bookies. So don't go that big. I've even toned down my staking amount for the time being till the season's return. So we're in the friendlies. All right? This is the friendlies time that we are having with the bookies. International friendly, right? The break has ended right now because I saw fixtures are out for friendlies and we'll be seeing these teams playing Manchester United versus maybe KTP. I don't know why I am talking bad about Manchester United, but it's one of the clubs that I expect is going to cause a lot of problems to sports bettors in the coming season. Right? It's one of the clubs that I expect is going to cause a lot of problems to bettors in the coming season. Betting on Manchester United in the new season is going to result to a lot of heartbreak, YouTube. So listen to me. Be very keen when you see Manchester United. Maybe unless you're betting against them, But betting on Manchester United to deliver over 1.5 to score a goal, not for now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So our first bet slip, we have 4.6 odds today. And we have 7 matches. HGK versus Runavik. HGK win. The odd is 1.308. UEFA Conference League qualification, whatever it is. Ilves versus Shakhtar Donetsk. UEFA Europa. Shakhtar Donetsk to win. The odd is 1.428. Haken versus Spartak Trnava. UEFA Europa League. Haken win or draw. The odd is 1.128. Celje versus Saba Baku. Celje versus Saba Baku over 1.5 goals. The odd is 1.20. UEFA Europa League. Neman Grodno versus Urartu. UEFA Conference League. The prediction is over 1.5 goals. The odd is 1.27. Nome Kalju versus Tallinna Kalev. Estonia Mestre Liga. I love the name. I love the name. Trust me. You know, let me be honest with you. Finland is one of the leagues that I really love because they'll always deliver goals, and the teams that are supposed to win will always win without hesitation. Talking about hesitation, Nome Kalju, I expect them to win by 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 by a margin of 2 or more goals. Do not disappoint me, Nome Kalju. I've praised Estonia. Hopefully I never said Finland. Finland is haunting me. The last game we have is Universidad. Okay, it's the Chile versus Club Guarani. Prediction is over 1.5. The odd is 1.169. And, of course, I always have something to mention. Now, in this very game, Chile versus Guarani, Copa Sudamericana, it is a play of first leg. If there's a team that is supposed to win the game, this first leg, it's going to be Chile. I expect Chile to be able to clinch a victory in this first leg of the game. Right, YouTube? That is it. Our 7 matches, 4.6 odds. Let us now turn down to the more reasonable bets. Our second bet slip is another bet slip that I love and is one of my favorite bets today. Haven't had women. Oh my God. All right. I know where the women are. Cluj versus Paxi. UEFA Europa League. Cluj to win. The odd is 1.388. Aktobe versus Legia Warsaw. Over 2 goals, the odd is 1.52. An interesting fixture, Cluj favorites, they should be winning easily, should not be a problem. And when we view the other one, Aktobe versus Legia Warsaw, I'm expecting both teams to score and over 2.5 goals in that very game. So it's with a lot of confidence I say that this bet slip that is currently pictured on your screen, that is currently popping up on your screen, is a bet slip I view and regard as one of the best selections for today. Best selection for those of you who are trying to make something. Best selection for those of you who are trying to go a little bit higher, a little bit heavy, a little bit stronger, a little bit massive, a little bit max bet, a little bit whatever it is. You understand me? So in our last bet slip today, we have 2.443 odds. And that is where we have our women coming up. Because 1xBet doesn't allow me the option of both teams to score, even though today we are not riding on both teams to score. I had mentioned that today we are supposed to ride with over 2.5 goals. If you are deliberating, should you be betting on over 2.5 goals in Sweden women versus England women? My suggestion is, of course, both teams to score has been a pattern that has been winning back-to-back. Let us try be reasonable. And by reasonable, I mean the following. my conscience today drives me into believing over 2.5 is better than both teams to score. However, both teams to score is also likely to occur in the game. So the only sane scenario or the only sane bet that I'm left with YouTube is over 2 goals at an odd of 1.46. And talking about that, I had another game, Brazil Campeonato Brasileiro Serie B, Serie A, Fluminense Cruzeiro Esporte Clube. My analysis for this game was done using SofaScore. I don't know if you have SofaScore up. If you don't have it, you're losing a lot. You're losing a lot, and if you don't have it by the beginning of the season, you deserve to lose every single bet. So this is SofaScore up. Let me turn down this. Fluminense Cruzeiro YouTube, yeah? I was going through the analysis for this game and I realized that in terms of cards, SofaScore is indicating a higher occurrence pattern for over 4.5 cards. At the same time, SofaScore is indicating a higher occurrence pattern for over 4.5 cards in the head-to-head. In fact, it was 7/7. So, judging by the nature of the game which you have today, it's a Brasileiro. Just a league game, yeah? A league game. I expect you're going to be having a game that is open and we will be having corners. Is it cards? It's cards, yeah? We are going to be having cards coming in the game, walking through the match. And of course, corners, I'm not going to mention because corners, there seems to be some discrepancy. There seems to be some discrepancy, yeah? So I'm going to let it be. But for the over 4.5 cards, my conviction drives me into believing that cards are going to occur in this game. Cards will be present in Fluminense versus Cruzeiro game. So do not worry, do not stress, do not falter, right? Just take on it reasonably. So at the end of the day, if you're asking me, which are some of the selections I'm going to regard highly today? The first one that I regard highly is the following game. The first game I regard highly today is Cluj versus Paxi Cluj to win. Aktobe versus Legia over 2 goals. The third one, of course, is going to be the women. I cannot leave the women, especially given the fact that I know when they decide to score, they will be scoring back-to-back and we'll have both teams to score in no time. So Sweden women, England women over 2 goals. And maybe the last game that I regard highly, Nome Calju, Talina Kalev, Nome Calju win. The odd is 1.23. Beautiful, all right? Let me go sleep. I'll be seeing you later. Ensure you join us inside our Telegram channel and go get yourself the SofaScore app. There's a link in the video description, all right? And of course, invite your friends. Hopefully, we're going to be cashing out today. There are 30 odds I'll be sharing inside our Telegram channel and 14 odds that you can edit to your taste inside our Telegram channel. So do not miss that, all right? Bye-bye.